Let's talk about President Bush's program for the recovery of the economy, the so-called $700 billion bailout, which is really $840 billion because the Democrats managed to find $140 billion of pork that they could stick into the bill in order to get it passed. But let's talk about the $700 billion portion, which is supposed to revive Wall Street and the banks and so forth. As you know, a lot of this money is supposed to go into Wall Street, to go a couple $100 billion worth anyway, into banks to help them shore up their capital position, their balance sheets. Now, in the work that I do at stocksatbottom.com, I look at banks. I understand banks. I know Bank of America, Citigroup, HSBC. I study these banks. That's what I do, among other things. And I got to tell you, this program is not going to work out the way people think. If you gave the banks an additional $200 billion in capital, under federal regulations, they are then allowed to create loans by lending out 10 times the amount of their capital base. So $2 billion of additional capital, 10 times that is $2 trillion. The bank should be able to create loan volume of $2 trillion based on $200 billion of additional capital. They're not going to do it. That's not what they're going to do with the money. What they're going to do with the money is keep it and use it to spend on consolidating the industry. In other words, the major banks are going to take the billions that they're being given and go out and buy other major banks to become individually bigger banks. You got that? Banks are going to buy banks and use the government's hundreds of billions of dollars that was given to them in the form of capital contributions to go out and buy other banks and make them each individually bigger. That's the new game plan. You need to know this. You need to write your congressman, your senator, your new president-elect, and tell them that you don't want this money being used for those purposes, that you want this money to be used to create loan volume. Because what I'm concerned about is this. If you want to get this economy going, then what the federal government, the Congress, the president should be attacking is the housing industry, helping people stay in their houses, creating stability in housing prices right now. That's where the concentration should be. If you stabilize housing prices, the rest of it will take care of itself. Write your congressman. Let them know. You need to know more on these topics, what to do with your money and all that. Come visit the website. Have a great day.